Franco unless you're really close to him, but he has external ear flaps. Whereas seals, they just have pinholes kind of like similar to a dolphin's.
Here. I'm going to show her ears. Want to see Franco's ears? Right here. Very
He has a
small.
lot of fur there, so it's kind of hard to see sometimes.
Good. He pretends like he can't hear me sometimes, but he can. You guys want to see his ears? You right, Franco?
Franco's pretty cool.
Itty bitty ears. Good. Very good.
Actually, you want to go into some about how you train, Franco?
Yeah, I would love to. All right, Ben.
So you ever to stay nice and quiet, okay?
All right, guys. So here at Cornwall, we do get to do a lot of training here, obviously. One of our primary reasons that we train is to take great care of them, as well as to have lots of fun. You guys get to come in the back and hang out with them. We get to do all sorts of dancing, that kind of stuff. But the training part is not as simple as it looks. These guys, the first thing they learn when we start to train sea lion pups is what's called a target. Good. Come. So this right here is probably the most important tool a trainer will ever get. It's called a target pull. It's basically an extension of my arm. First thing a sea lion learns, or a dolphin, is they need to target their nose to this particular point in space. Good. Good. You target all the way back here. And once they learn that, I'm able to move him all the way around. Target. Target. Good. Target. Good. So I'm able to move him around the room. I can manipulate his body. So once they learn that, I can actually then phase the target pull away, and he'll learn to target. Good. Target. Good. And it gives me an extra hand to work with these guys. So that's pretty basic. Learn to target. Once they get that, then we can start to train the more complex behaviors. So target right here. Target. Flipper. Good. And same with the handstand that you saw earlier. He's like handstand. Good. That was trained by having him target up here, and then you also would target his back end way up here. Not going to do it right now because that would be a little difficult for him to regress that far. So then once we have that basic foundation, that's when we get to start training the things that allow us to take good care of him. Okay, Franco, there's so many kids talking. Good. Guys, so like I was saying, one of the primary reasons, all right guys, we do need you to be very quiet, please. If you can't be quiet, we're going to have either Franco leave or ask you guys to go outside, okay? Good. Right, so one of the primary reasons that we train is to take good care of him. That's our primary concern, is their health care. Simple behavior is good. Like open. Let's just take a look inside of his mouth. Check out his teeth and his gums. We could also brush his teeth if we wanted to. Good. You guys can come over here and see his big giant teeth. Open. See they're nice and black. That's all oil coating their teeth. They don't get cavities like us, so they don't need the enamel. Good. But they still have oil that's coating their teeth to protect it. Good. The other thing we can do is that we can listen to their heart and lungs. You guys got to stay very quiet for this one. Breathe. Can I see that? Good. You know when you go to the doctor and she puts a stethoscope up on your chest and your back, asks you to take deep breaths? Same thing with sea lions. So that will come in and put the stethoscope right here and ask Franco to breathe. Good. Sometimes we get a little bit of sea lion boogers too. That's just bonus though. Right? Fine. Good. And then our most important behavior is what we call the blood layout. Stay. Sounds scary, but it's really not. This behavior, we just want Franco to lay here nice and calm, just like this. His back flipper is stretched out, and we can take a good look over his entire body. He does live with 3 other guys. They do like to roughhouse a little bit. Want to make sure there's no cuts or scrapes going on this big guy. And then also, if we were concerned about what was going on inside of him, we would have a team of veterinarians come in and they would take blood from back here. You guys, when you go and get needles stuck in your arm, we stick them right between their big